anyone who has watched my last video, you know that I'm not going to be through hiking the AT this year because my dad had a stroke, so I am out still. I haven't been out since New Year's Eve, and I need to get back out there. And I am still hitting Amicalola here in just a few weeks, so I'll be recording that, so stay tuned for that. But I feel like all the work that I had done, getting my feet prepared, getting my legs, stronger, my pack lighter, just kind of went out the window. And hiking in to this campsite yesterday evening, I was like, my feet were hurting and I was winded like right off the bat, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm starting from ground zero. So that's something for me to think about for when I actually do my thru hike next year. Like, I can't take months off and then just get on trail and be right back where I was. So I feel like I'm starting from scratch. So we're gonna see how far I can get today. One thing that I did do is I way overkilled it on the food. One, because I was rushed, and two, because I didn't mind having all the food weight that I would probably have in a couple weeks when I'm starting, because I'm gonna need several days of food. My plan is to do 8 to 9 miles a day, get off at the NOC. That's my plan. So I packed like half a bag of cereal, a bunch of coffee, some oatmeal, like 6 packs of trail mix, a couple different kinds of trail mix. So I had like 6 of these, a bunch of oatmeal, the breakfast that I was going to have, but I'm short on water, so I'm not going to cook this. But that's actually really nice and light. And then a bunch of Muddy Buddies, love those. A bunch of the Reese's peanut butter eggs, a whole bag, yes, yeah. And some beef jerky. This is the Knorr Alfredo, so this is like 2 meals. More like an emergency meal because it takes forever to cook. Some cracker packs. I think I had like 3 of these, but I've already eaten 1 or 2 of them. And then, of course, my hot cocoa mix with marshmallows in it. I do this every night to warm up my body on the inside without it being like coffee. So, and that's all the food I brought. About time to figure out what I'm doing, finish my coffee, and get changed into my hiking clothes and set out. I hope this is picking up that. I don't know if it's a bird, squirrel. Well, I know what that was. It sounded like laughing or crying. And it went on and on and on. Still going. It's up ahead. It's a blue jay. A male blue jay. Well, he knows I'm here now. So I just realized all my video, because I'm not using my selfie stick, all my videos have been the up and down, and I know better. I can't post any of those. Great. So what I was just saying, let's see here, because I don't feel like taking out my selfie stick. What I was just saying was I had an option to go 1 mile straight up to camp or 2 miles of the unknown, because I hadn't done this before. And I chose to go the unknown route just because it'd be fun. And I was looking at my map. This time I was using the Gaia. And I'm not great at topography, but it looked like it was pretty steady. And then a couple really steep up and downs. The first 1.5 miles was a steady up, but nothing that like burned your calves or anything. It was just steady, gradual up. It was a walk in the park. Muddy and kind of not very pretty. And then I started my descent, my first descent, and then I got this, which I think is really pretty. And now we're about halfway down, and it looks like I'm gonna get to there and maybe start heading back up. So we'll see. Really pretty though for spring in Ohio. Well, if that is the trail, going straight up that, oh boy, that is the trail. Really hard to tell from here, but that's gonna be up and slippery, so I'm gonna put my phone away. You can't beat footrests and side tables at the end of a hiking day. No. This is Camp 3 at Zaleski, and I've been here a few times. Got set up. I must have had a lot of trees down because there's a lot of free chairs and tables to use. But I did bring my REI co-op chair. REI Freelight 1-pound chair. Probably not going to take that on the AT, but it's a pound and you don't even really feel it, and it's nice to get up off the ground when the ground is sopping wet everywhere here. So kind of hard to see through the trees, but there is a little bit of a view. Hopefully the clouds burn up. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, but probably not in the morning. So, gonna get down to 40 again. I'm a little nervous about that. I almost didn't stay because I was so cold last night, but what can I say? Gotta do it. Oh, and someone left some water here. I did not carry that. There is water. Let's see if I'm pointing right there. Yep, there's water over there. If you go down that little side trail, they truck it in, and so it's just a little pump. There wasn't any water at Camp 2. They said maintenance, so I wasn't sure if there was any water here. I haven't checked yet. And there is a privy. Right through there. Can't see it. Oh yeah, you can. Right there. There's a privy back there. It's kind of a scary privy. Just saying. This is really nice. Probably my favorite spot at Zaleski. So I'll flip it around here and take a little walk while I gotta wait for my food to rehydrate. So if you can come in, there's multiple ways. So you can come in from that way, you can come in from over here where I came, and then you can come in from up this way. So there's multiple ways to get here. I have never seen that trail over there, so that's one section. There's 2 more sections here that I haven't seen yet. But my first time here, I got here and set up almost in the dark, and I set up like right over there close to the privy, and I had no idea how far back this goes. And then another time I came, and it was so crowded, and I ended up getting a nice site up here. But after I put my pack down, I hiked further that way and went way down there, and there's a bunch of really good sites, especially if you have a large group. But I didn't want to take up a big site for just little me. And then this site, all this area ends up getting pretty full in the summertime, so I doubt there's going to be anybody here. There did end up being 2 or 3 different campsites set up at the first Camp 1 last night when I packed out. And I've been at Camp 2 so many times, and I like this one, the view in the morning, hopefully. Well, it's home for the night. almost set up. I haven't blown up my mattress yet, but it's supposed to be peach cobbler. It's already getting cold, but it's delicious. Yep. You can get kind of the same flavor with peaches and cream oatmeal with a little bit of graham cracker in it for a lot less money. And I think I'm gonna try that next time. It's getting cold, but it's not completely hydrated. Rehydrated. Let's see if that'll help it. Rehydrate without getting too cold. Out of the backpacking meals, that and the chicken pesto pasta are my favorites. That is probably my favorite, but it's just a dessert, so it's something. It's funny how much the sun coming out changes your mood. I just love that I can see the sunset over there, and then in the morning I'll be able to see the sunrise right in front of me because I'm up on top, but makes it a little windy, a little chillier at night, but can't beat that. Luckily, the sun came out a little bit. So I woke up expecting to see a sunrise, and it's too much cloud cover. But it's still lovely. Try not to make people dizzy. So, I did it again. Dumped out my extra water at camp because I didn't want to carry 2 extra pounds of water. Realizing very quickly that I have not drank enough water on this trip, and I'm feeling dehydrated. And I drank half my water in the first half mile after camp. And there's no water sources here, or at least the way I'm going, except for by my car, which is runoff. And then you have a little bit of trail puddle. At least I know where it's at. If something happens, I know where to go get it. But I keep doing this. Don't dump your water, even if it's just a few miles. Ugh. So I'm almost out of the woods here, so thought I'd get on. I changed up a couple things because my first night out, 40 degrees, and I was cold, and I didn't want to be cold the second night, so I thought I'd try something different with the same gear. So I used my thermalite. Okay. Oh, there's the daffodils starting to bloom over there. Can't really see. But I used my thermalite bag liner, my sleeping bag liner, differently. So instead of like climbing into it inside my my top quilt, I put my sleeping pad inside it and then climbed in that with my Thermarest top quilt. So I had a Thermarest sleeping pad and a Thermarest top quilt. And I also changed my sleep clothes. So normally this is my sleep hoodie, and instead I used my fleece sleep hoodie. And on top of I have the Icebreaker merino wool base layers. And you know, for the price that I spent on those, I'm not too thrilled. Like, I think in the past I've used $7 fleece leggings for women and felt warmer, and they're really not that much heavier in your pack. So I don't know. So this time I did that, and then I put I have pants that I keep for like town, rain, whatever, and they're just like windbreaker pants, and they weigh a couple of ounces, and they're really thin, but I put those on top of my Icebreaker base layer bottoms. I was not cold at all. I was toasty warm like within a couple of minutes, and stayed warm all night long no matter what the temperature dropped to. I also, one big thing I did, hopefully I took a picture of it or a video, but there were a lot of dead leaves that I moved away from where I set my tent up, and where my rain fly doesn't meet the ground, I did use I created like a block with all those leaves, not touching my tent, of course, or touching my rain fly, but just close to it, and it worked. And up on that ridge, you get a lot of wind, and I had a lot of wind the night before because I was on another ridge, and that was cold, and this blocked the wind. So I think those few things helped. I did not have any hot cocoa, but I did heat up my water bottle again. So I had my Nalgene hot water bottle in, but because I used my fleece, I was able to stick it in the pocket of my fleece instead of just laying it in between my legs, and that worked really well. I did go to bed really early, so I heated that up at like, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And by 11:30 at night, I did wake up, and it wasn't hot anymore. So I had to use the bathroom. So I went ahead and heated it up again, and it stayed warm. I mean, when I woke up, it was just lukewarm, but no problems there. So a lot of times my first night on a 2-night, 3-night trip, whatever, my first night is always miserable. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? And if I can't do this for a couple of nights, how am I going to do the AT? And then I always think about bailing, but then I push myself, and night 2, I'm always thankful that I pushed myself and did it. So anyway, we are just about out to the car. By we, I mean me, myself, and I. But yeah, it was a nice, easy stroll this morning. Got my heart rate up to like 130 on one little incline. So definitely out of shape, but gonna keep getting out here, and I probably won't be on trail again until I hit the AT at the end of March. Must be getting close. I can hear the road. Let's see if I can get back here without falling. Going off trail just a little bit here. Oh, there's some water down there. I'm about to cross that here. On trail. But thanks for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. And you'll see me when I am either at Amicalola or on the AT. But as always, you can give me hints, you can give me tips, you can give me tricks. Just be nice. God bless. Like and subscribe.